go. And I think, folks, that we are live. We are sounding like we're live, at least. I can hear my own voice. And unfortunately for our 3 viewers, you probably can now too. As I've mentioned before, if you are viewing the action live from the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail, please give me a shout out and let me know that you are watching the action. If there's anybody in particular that you are paying attention to, let me know, and we'll try to make that individual get a little extra ice time. We've got some meeting of the minds going down over here as we're contemplating how to get this action underway. And as soon as we do, we'll start broadcasting that for you. We've got a pretty good turnout today. I think there were 14 players signed up, 3 goalies. We see Eric Patterson. So Mikey Fitzgerald, I think he'll be playing goal for a little while. All right, we are getting close. So here's not a serious question, but how come I can log into Facebook 4,000 times in the course of maybe a month, and now that I need to check the broadcast, it's asking for my password, and hell if I know what my password is for Facebook. It just usually logs right in for me. So that's what we call no bueno. But we are live from the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail. We've got the classic Carolina Broomball Gray versus Carolina Broomball Blue. Got a few relatively new faces and some relatively old faces. It's an age reference to a couple guys out there, and some pretty ugly faces as well. Speaking about old and potentially ugly, happy early Father's Day to my dad, who just surprised the heck out of me and showed up in the broadcast booth here. How are you, bud? Good to see you again. Yeah, Jeff Person battling with Kevin Strezzo for the ball across the boards. And Kevin Strezzo making some... Brian Quadenfeld making some fancy moves. Evan Normile intercepts a pass. Looks like he's going to try and take it coast to coast. Drops one to Kevin Strezzo. Strezzo's looking, puts one back to Normile. Normile goes ahead and takes a shot, puts a little bit of oomph behind it, puts it a little wide to the right. And Kevin Hummel's on his horse, bringing a ball out of the zone into the offensive zone. Some fancy stick work. Christian Crute keeps the ball in play. We've got Normile pickpocketing Kevin Hummel. Oh, and look who we have on the ice. Such a sweet sight for sore eyes. Heather Matthew joins the pickup ranks for the first time in several weeks, several months. Golly, it might have been a year since Heather's laced up the Broomball shoes and come out. Looks like we've got right about 3 subs for each bench right now. And a cameraman sleeping on the action. Mikey Fitzgerald, another veteran Carolina broomballer, came out last week. I wasn't here, was unable to see the return of the flailing turtle, a nickname he has given himself, folks, so I don't need to hear any comments about disparaging remarks. I'm just repeating what the man says about himself. If you've seen him try to make a save, you'll get the reference. Daniel Ritter jumps on the ice for his first shift, and like Daniel Ritter, looks to shoot first, puts a strong shot on goal, and Mike Fitzgerald was there, as you all saw, to make the save. And Daniel Ritter's shooting percentage just went to 50% with that low blast that beat Mikey left corner.
Yeah, I don't know if you were telling me, but I couldn't hear you. Oh, I did. Okay, yeah, I couldn't hear you. Be loud, man. Yell, man.
All right, Blue now has possession.
Go. If not, I don't know.
Jeff Person holding the red line there, moving the ball. Josh McCougan and Josh Brill. That'll be fun to keep the Josh line.
There you go. Oh, man, looking bad.
Daniel Ritter making some fancy plays there, trying to control the ball.
There you go. Down your feet. There you go. All the way out.
Got a pretty good lineup for the Gray team right now. You got Daniel Ritter, Evan Normile, Doug Boyk, George Prince, and David Metzel all on the ice at the same time. Doug Boyk's looking, was thinking about a pass back to the point to Metzel, dancing with the ball. Here comes the pass. Metzel decides to go ahead and try and take a shot. Blocked by Josh Brill. Plays it down to Heather. Evan Normile takes control, goes cross ice, does not clear the zone, and Blue stays on the attack.
Don't forget to change. Get a sub.
There's Ritter back to Normile. Normile's trying to make some moves against the wily veteran Jeff Person with a extremely long wingspan there. Christian Crute covering some distance on the ice there, trying to forecheck on that, see if he can make something happen. There we go with Doug Boyk with his one-hand blast just a little left of Mike Fitzgerald. Daniel Ritter keeps the ball in. David Metzel keeps the ball in. Brian Quadenfeld gets the ball out. was a pretty goal by Brian Quadenfeld. Nice timing, nice touch. We're going to take a 1 minute break here, folks. Enjoy what you can see, and I'll be back on the mic in a minute. Well, fortunately, we had the camera in the right position. We got to see a nice play by Kevin Hummel. Nice fast break. Couldn't quite finish the job with the goal on Eric Patterson, but a good effort. Ball comes out to center ice and is now leaving the blue team off sides, and now they're back on sides, and here comes Daniel Ritter, who decides to pull up just over the blue line and let one rip. Wow. The great team certainly seems to be supporting Daniel's shooting efforts. George tries a little bounce pass off the wall to get to Kevin Strezzo on the wing. Does not work. Got one of our newer players, Matt, back out on the ice. Good to see him coming out. I know he's very interested in playing the goalie position, so I think we'll probably see a switch later today. Doug Boyk brings the ball in and just sort of walks away from it. I think he was expecting Evan to know that he was supposed to keep running and follow him out. Got a pretty good defensive combination right now with Jeff Person and Brian Quadenfeld for the blue team. That's a pretty good action between George Prince and Evan Normile. Evan's on his horse getting back. A little back checking. Heather gets that ball on goal, and Eric does all he can just to hang on and keep that out of the goal. Good back checking by Evan, showing the broomball world all the things that his father wishes he was physically able to do, just not.
There you go, Matt, get in there, Matt! You don't need boys,
Josh McCougan tries to clear, gets the ball up to Brian Quadenfeld. Something you won't hear very often. That was Mikey Fitzgerald standing tall in the crease, keeping that ball out. Wasn't sure if Strezza was going to lumberjack him or what, but looks like there was no harm, no fouls. Heck of a save by Eric Patterson on Kevin Hummel. Nice pass by Q to Hummel. But Eric Patterson bested them both and did a real nice save. Mitchell Hoodala there with the shot. Evan Normile with the shot. Mike Fitzgerald playing pretty well tonight. Kevin Hummel now with the ball, trying to make something happen for the blue team. Evan Normile trying to disrupt that as best as he can. Seemed to do a pretty good job doing it. Nice fake by Kevin. Kevin Hummel is spearheading two events for Carolina Broomball right now. We've got a Ironman tournament that we're trying to put together on July 17th. I haven't had a chance to catch up and see how many have signed up, but we were pretty close to having 4 teams, and the way the tournament works, we could have up to 6. So if anybody's watching this or is tuning into this taping later and might be interested in a 6-hour tournament on July 17th, send an email to info@carolinabroomBall.com, and Kevin Hummel or Kevin Strezzo will reach out to you and give you some more details. The other event Kevin is putting together for us is a team heading up to Ohio for Broomfest. Broomfest has been going on at Goggins Arena on the campus of Miami of Ohio for many years, and I don't think Carolina Broomball has ever sent a team. So this will be a first for us, and we're super excited to be going. will be great to see a whole bunch of other Carolina broomballers that we haven't seen in over a year, with the curse of COVID not enabling us to play very much. Daniel Ritter with another goal, almost the same spot. He's got that bottom right-hand corner picked out pretty well.
Great play, dude. What did he tell him? Can somebody get edge off defense? Real switch back around if you can, please.
Where's Brett? Well, folks, from the celebration there, it looks like I missed calling George Prince's goal. I am terribly sorry for that, George. Q with the nice pass to Josh McCugan. Rips off a pretty spirited shot. Goes a little wide. It's Hummel to Q. Q to McCugan. Mitchell Hudala trying to pick the same corner where Daniel Ritter has had so much success tonight, but Mikey was able to get low and make the save on that one. Here's the breakout for the blue team. Josh McCugan handling the ball, tries to get past Doug Boyk. Doug says no. Evan Normile playing a little defense. That was Heather applying a little forecheck there on Evan. Heather, one of the broomballers that's known Evan, well, since the day he was born, actually. And I don't know why this is out of focus, but that was one awesome tripping penalty by... Looks like that must have been Daniel Ritter on his buddy Brian Coidenfield. I hope that has helped with the quality and the focus of the broadcast. Oh, Brian Coidenfield with a nice pass to Heather sitting on the doorstep. It's probably just a little bit of rust for her. Again, it's been about a year, I think, since Heather's been out. She's pretty consistent with those opportunities. Q's now being triple teamed. Evan, Strezzo, and Boyk. And blue team prevails. You got Kevin Hummel. Q makes a nice play to keep the ball in the offensive zone. Hummel takes a shot. Goes just wide left. Daniel Ritter with a big pass out left. Off the boards to Kevin Strezzo. Loses the ball to Josh McGugan. My friend Scott Hoodala has joined into the broadcast. Appreciate the comments there, Scott. A reminder to you that you are always welcome to come back to the ice. Run a few shifts with your son. So there goes Mikey Fitzgerald with the blocker all the way to the beyond the blue line, and gets a ton of help by defenseman Christian Kroot. Christian's one of those players who he'll play anywhere. He plays goalie sometimes. I think he's most comfortable in defense, but lately he's been playing some offense as well. Talked about not playing Broomball for quite some time. Certainly not league play or traveling for tournaments. I might have mentioned this in a former broadcast. Christian Kroot runs a business here called Charlotte Sports Link. Organizes soccer leagues, kickball, lots of volleyball. You can imagine what COVID has done to that business plan. Talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he said we're almost back to 100%, maybe north of 80% of activity. So certainly glad to hear that, not only for his business, but for all of the hundreds of participants in the Charlotte area being able to get back and having some fun playing in whatever sport it is that they enjoy. So there's a little lull in the action. I'll give a little cameo appearance to my dad, sporting the hashtag Mondo Strong 42 t-shirt. Certainly love it when I see those shirts, and appreciate everybody who has supported me through my ordeal with leukemia. Dad kind of has to wear the shirt, but I still appreciate it when he does. Got Josh Breel on a breakaway. Oh, nice move by Josh. All the viewers were expecting Josh to pull up at the curling circles and rip a bomb, and he decided not to. Nice little finesse move there by Josh Breel. Beat Eric 5-hole. Jerry Porter bringing the ball out. Pass to David Metzel. Tries to get one off the boards. Up to Mitchell Hudala. He gets it there. Mitchell puts a cross pass. George Prince trying to keep it in. Does so. He's got an opportunity. Not a whole lot of movement from his teammates in gray. And here comes Abril on the attack again. He's got Jeff Person on the right wing. That's a little bit more of the Josh Abril we were expecting. Coil up and try and rip one through the goalie. Evan Normile with a nice outlet pass to Mitchell Hudala. Mitchell turns on the Jets. Tries a little chip shot over Mike Fitzgerald. Couldn't tell if that hit the post or Mikey, but either way, didn't go in. Hey, Doug. That was a good idea. It just was poorly executed. It's probably one of our better Carolina Broomball matchups right there. We just saw Brian Quadenfeld versus George Prince. Comes Q with a dance and move. George tries to lob the ball out of the zone, only to be picked off by Kevin Hummel. Drops one to Josh Abril, who rips one from just inside the blue line. Puts one right on goal. Eric Patterson makes the save. Nice work on all fronts. We got Blue making some nice offensive attacks, and Eric Patterson answering the call. Doug Boyd brings the ball on sides. Finds Strezzo fairly open. Jeff Person decided to interrupt all of that action and get the ball out. Matt sees his teammates, tries to get a pass in front of the goal. Interrupted by Jerry Porter, who gets stripped by Heather. Only to lose the ball to Doug Boyd. Doug, that wasn't very nice. Doug Boyd still has a significant amount of accuracy with his one-handed forearm blast. That one found the left-hand corner of the goal. Now he shows he's just as good as passing with that one-handed effort. David Metzel tries to go from righty to lefty to make that shot from inside the blue line, and, well, you saw it. It didn't work. So if there's any viewers out there who are familiar with Oxford, Ohio, let us know if there's any good places that we should consider eating. Not sure if they're known for any good restaurants. I think some of these folks here could Could go for some good Louisiana food. Maybe a Raging Cajun, some type of Creole restaurant like that would be good for this crew. Mitchell Hudel with the shot, goes right across the goal. Doug Boyk at the blue line. Drops a pass for Daniel Ritter, who brings the pass back and then says, nah, I'm not good at passing, and rips a shot just wide to the right of the goal. Josh McGugan trying to get the ball out of the defensive zone, and does so. Doug Boyk heading back to gain control. A little pass back to the goalie. Now Mitchell Hudela will start the breakout for the great team. little sound of broomball frustration. There's Josh Breel letting the board know that he was nearby.
He's young, you gotta remember. Oh no! You gotta get it out! You gotta move, Blue! Oh no! Hey, where's my king? Hey boys, it's good position! Where's your winger? Where's your center?
I think Mikey got a piece of that one as well. Mikey's been, again, standing tall, using the short reference. And another tripping penalty on Josh McGugan. Send him to the bin for 2 minutes to think about his wrongdoings. Looks like Doug Boyk might think that he was open. Christian Crute clears the zone. Gray is offsides. Now they're onsides. Christian to Q. Q to Heather. Nice setup by the blue team. Jeff Person looks like he was trying to take a shot, but just missed, and Heather was just not there. That timing will come very soon, I am sure. Doug Boyk leaves a pass for Evan, who takes a shot, puts one a little wide. Starting to dance, keeps the ball possessed by the gray team. Over to Jerry Porter. Jerry, back to Evan. Trying to get fancy with his feet. Trying to get fancy with the stick. Tried to force one into the center to get it to his teammate Daniel Ritter. Jeff Person and Brian Quadenfeld had other plans. Here comes Kevin Hummel again on a fast break. What's he got this time? Tries a hand pass once again, Eric Patterson. Sometimes the goalies just got your number, and tonight it seems like Eric certainly has Kevin's. Christian, way to use your head on that one. Sorry, folks. Couldn't resist. Mike Fitzgerald with a nice save. Blue team gets the ball on sides. Looks like a bit of a turnover. Eric Patterson. Kick pass out to Daniel Ritter. Daniel Ritter gets the ball on sides. Has Evan and Mitchell with him. Tries to put it on to Mitchell. Nice defensive play by Q. Here comes Q. A little bit of speed. Evan trying to stick with him. Q plays the ball down low. Kevin Hummel gains control. Looking for a pass. Maybe potentially that was a little slashing. Something certainly caused the stick to fall out of Mitchell Hoodla's hands. So I'm not sure what other families plan to do for Father's Day, but if you're watching the broadcast or you have someone out here playing the sport, it means they're involved with Broomball. Would highly recommend a visit to Broomball.com. Deliveries from Broomball.com usually take less than 48 hours. So if your dad is a Broomballer, and you haven't figured out what to do for Father's Day yet, you still got time. And if you're looking for any ideas, we know our friends at Hagen make some really good Broomball shoes, very popular. I've actually lost track of what their latest model is. The H5 was, I think, the shoe that had brought quite a bit of controversy with how well they actually stick to the ice. I think they're on the H9. And certainly if anybody is participating in any of the tournaments coming up, might be time for some new gear. Josh Briel with the move, brings the ball on sides, makes another move around George Prince and tries to put a shot on. Looks like the shot wasn't exactly what he wanted. Now, looks like Evan Normile fighting with Brian Quadenfeld and Josh Briel. Fighting in the, Broomball sense of the word. Battling. Apparently we had quite the turnout last week. Over 20 players had come out to participate. Looks like tonight we've got about a total of 18.
It's still from hockey, it's so bad. Not hockey, so it comes up to my nose. I play defensive hockey. Go ahead. How'd it go?
Heather Matthew running on the right wing there along the boards, showing glimpses of speed of past. Heather and I attended the same college at the same time, and I know that she was a avid track participant and actually holds still at least one State University of New York at Plattsburgh track records for the triple jump. We're seeing that the broomball is not as easily dislodged from behind the net as it might look, because one of the hockey players, one of their goalies, is trying to help us out and struggling a little bit. Yeah, it's even not that easy with the broomball stick. All right, we're back under action. And again, Heather on the right wing, using her speed, controlling the ball. Nice pass out to Matt. Matt's got a look. Matt tried to go cross ice to Kevin Strezzo. Pass intercepted by Daniel Ritter, and here comes Doug Boyk. Doug sees Metzel. Doug sees George. Doug sees Daniel Ritter, and all he sees is the green light to shoot. Puts another one wide left. Couple familiar faces that I don't see tonight. Don't see Dane Rossman. My buddy Scott Campbell not out. He was supposed to play last week. Not sure if he did or not, but hopefully we'll see him back on the ice soon. And we did see that one by George Prince. Took a nice blast from the blue line. Ball looked like it had a little bit of curve to it and certainly bested Mike Fitzgerald that time. This kid Matt's got some vision to him. We can certainly see where he's trying to go with the ball. I think a couple more sessions, get a little bit more used to running on the ice. We'll get those passes where he wants them to be, but certainly like to see the know-how of where the ball is supposed to be. Strezzo looked like he was waggling in the tee box right there for a little bit. Christian Crute applying the pressure on Doug Boyk. Doug trying to dance. Eric Patterson comes out of the goal to play that. Passes it to Strezzo. Strezzo trying to decide where to go. And goes right up to Doug Boyk. Doug's now looking. We must be late in the session as the speed has considerably diminished. Strezzo keeps the ball in the zone. Metzel pass out to Doug. Strezzo with a nice play. Sorry, just out of the camera to keep that ball in the offensive zone, and turns around and puts a long shot almost on goal. And now the ball is out of the zone. And Eric comes out. Got about 11 minutes left in pickup session tonight, and we plan to be back again a week from this evening. I think that will be the 21st of June. Registration is already open for all sessions in June, so if you can play the 21st or the 28th, go ahead and sign up now.
That's why you take rides. That's why you take rides, honey. I have art. What was it? What was it? What? Oh, now the kid! Wow.
That was Daniel Ritter's goal. If we were counting, I still wouldn't know how many goals he scored because I would have lost count anyhow. But we're not counting because it's just pickup. Doug Boyk with some fancy stick work and footwork at the same time. Gets through two defenders. Lines up a shot and pinpoints that one. Doug Boyk, nice shot. That was a great pass from Daniel Ritter up to Mitchell Hudala, who made a nice move to split the defense. Mikey Fitzgerald came in with a nice sliding save.
Stay with it! You got point.
Normile playing a little defense now. Sneaks a pass into Doug Boyk. Doug Boyk loses control, but Mitchell Hudala gains control. Does a little bit of dancing on his own.
Yeah, Dougie.
Cholula seems to be determined to score from that position on the ice. Heather first to the ball. Puts a shot on. Eric Patterson chips that one away with his foot. Looks like Evan had a pretty good effort there beating Q, and then failed to get it past Kevin Hummel, I guess. Play happened a while ago. You got Doug to Daniel. Daniel to Mitchell. And Doug gains control again. Jeff Burson interrupts the offensive effort. Here comes Josh Breel. Evan trying to disrupt his play. Hummel gets the pass to Heather. Puts one through the crease. And Josh Breel rips one in the back of the net. Except that's the net keeping the ball in play, not the goalie net. Strizo lays a nice pass for Daniel Ritter, who shoots. If you notice the sarcastic, surprised expression to my voice when I said that. And folks, as I referenced before the flailing turtle, that was it right there. Mike Fitzgerald signature. Three times the charm. No, it's not. So I've mentioned it in an email to the league, but in case some people are watching and haven't kept up to date with their emails, we are very much looking forward to getting the league started again come September. So we've got a little bit of coordinating to do. We certainly need some signups, but that information will be happening. So check your inbox in the very near future for more information about the league. I think Mitchell will get credit for that goal, although it probably hit 3 or 4 other people before it found the back of the net. The benches are starting to thin out. A couple of folks have early starts to the day, long commutes to get home, jobs to go to after this, whatever the case may be. Nice play, Evan to George, George to Mitchell, and Q with his uncannily long reach. Great team gains on sides. Strezzo drops a pass to Mitchell. Got some good action right here that I can't get the camera on. A little battle between Q and Kevin Strezzo. Gray has apparently not kept the ball on sides. But with a minute left to play, energy level here is continuing to diminish. But I'm sure Josh Briel's got one bomb left in him yet. Gray looks like they're just kind of toying with the blue team right now. Blue team's down to one sub. Here's my girl, Heather.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good. Sorry, getting sloppy out there, so I'm going to go ahead and say hi. If I get sloppy, it's not good.
Travis, what are you doing commenting on this? Why are you not here?
I'll see you later.
I told Brett I said hi.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
How you girls doing? Okay, that's it.
Oh, Travis, you jet setter. Wisconsin, huh? Is that where you're from? I can't remember. I do recall that you've been there before, maybe recently. I apologize for a limited knowledge of Wisconsin's geography. I don't know where Sparta, Wisconsin is. So if you're still paying attention, let us know. I've got a nephew of mine who's going to play his second year of the USHL in Madison, Wisconsin. My nephew is signed by Harvard University to play hockey for them starting in the fall of 2022. So super excited about that, but he's going to play one more year of juniors before taking his talents to the collegiate level. Well, the Zamboni doors are open, and the fun for tonight is over. Now we will get barraged here as all the all the broom balls come floating in. Thank you, Strezzo. All right, I plan to be on the camera and the mic again, so we'll make sure that we're either very congratulatory to all the wonderful things that you do on the ice, Travis, or the opposite of that, very disparaging. I don't know. We'll pick one. Maybe you'll just have to listen to it to figure out what way we go. But regardless, looking forward to seeing you next week. And from all of us here at Carolina Broomball and from the Extreme Ice Center, we are glad you took the time to either come out tonight and play or dial in at least for a few minutes and watch the action. If you have any questions whatsoever about Carolina Broomball, send us an email to info@carolinabroomBall.com. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. But until next week, I am signing off, and I hope very soon to see you on the ice.